All right, we live. What's up, TE family? I'm bringing you Byron the Investor. Hey, he's smoking, guy. He's smoking down there, rocking and rolling. Byron, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into real estate investing?
Man, so I got into it primarily just researching different things to do. You know, I always kind of had that entrepreneurial kind of passion and desire on the inside of me, and I've kind of been on and off an entrepreneur probably throughout my life, man. You know, since a kid, but I had got into a little situation. In full transparency, I got locked up. On caught some charges on it was basically a drug case, you know what I mean? And I ended up from there, I had to kind of make a transition, you know what I mean? I ended up beating the case, right? But in that process, I was in nursing school, I was finishing up some other stuff. And so I ended up finishing nursing school. And then after that, man, I just started working, man, grinding like heavy. And then I was just saving up every single dollar that I could put my hands on. I tried to save. And I was like, man, either I'm going to start me a Subway after I get my funds right, or I'm going to, get into some type of franchise. And then I just, ran across real estate, and I was like, man, this is perfect. I got obsessed. I started researching. Matter of fact, I was researching you. You know what I'm saying? I was researching you, Fish Haskins. I was researching, of course, everybody that's out here putting out content, and that's what kind of led me down that journey. You know what I mean?
So your first deal, what type of deal was it?
My first deal was a wholesale deal, and so I got that deal after I joined this little. It was kind of like a little program, like a big dogs program. I ended up dropping like 20 grand to join that group. And I wasn't tripping because it was like, like I said, I had been saving, so I was good money-wise, you know what I mean? And I was just trying to get with somebody that could help me get to my next step.
Right.
So I dropped that bread, and I ended up JVing on my first couple of deals with a group that was from that group, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of like I trusted them, So we set that up, and it was a wholesale deal after Harvey, so it was like perfect timing for me to get in because I was putting out bandit signs and my phone was blowing up like, bro, like it was a like a RVM or something, you know what I mean? It was blowing up with the bandit signs right after Harvey out here in Houston. So I looked up. And so I got a call from a guy, older guy. He had already got his insurance money, so he was good, right? You know what I mean? So anything that we added to that deal was all, it was all gravy for him. So I hit him up, me and my homeboy, we end up going to go lock the property up. After we lock it up, I'm just hunting, trying to find a buyer. You know what I mean? And after a bunch of just drama and chaos, it took me probably about almost 2 months to find a buyer, man. It took forever. And I ended up locking it up, and that was it, man. I made 15. I think it was like we made 15 grand on that deal, and I ended up splitting it between me and my the JV partner, and that was it, man. I was off to the races after that.
Hey, man, nothing like getting that first check when you see it really works, man.
Yeah.
Nothing like that, man. Nothing like it.
Yeah. It was true confirmation because it was theory until then. After that first deal, it was like, okay, this is real. And I was like, bro, I got my first deal within maybe a month or so.
Yeah.
After, researching and everything, you know what I mean?
That means you were serious about it.
Yeah, I was dead serious, man. I was scraping the earth. You know what I'm saying? I was scraping the earth for that deal. And I just, connected with the right people, thank God, man. And, and I learned, JVing with different people at the beginning. I learned different tactics that different people use to get deals. And after that, I just started flying on my own, and it's been great ever since.
Hey, I appreciate that 1-page memorandum, man. Lupe gave it to me. He said he got it from you.
Oh yeah, man.
Man.
Yeah, man. That memorandum is the truth, man.
He said y'all had to use it a couple times.
Yeah. We actually use it quite frequently out here, man. Especially like with I haven't really had to use it with like some of my absentee owners, some of my, traditional deals. But when you start getting into them pre-foreclosures, you start getting into, you know what I mean? They ain't loyal, man. Them pre-foreclosures.
Well, they back out on you, boy. Look, y'all dealing with pre-foreclosures, you better have a memorandum. Swear to God, they known to back out on you.
Oh man, they gonna back out of the deal. They gonna change. They gonna want to change the terms mid-contract. I mean, it's just always something. So I had got almost burnt a couple times. I started putting that memorandum on them, man, and I've been good ever since. You know what I mean? That memorandum, just the threat of the memorandum to save so many deals of mine.
Man. And so when y'all file them, they actually pull the title and see that y'all got that memorandum on the title.
Oh yeah, every single time.
And
matter of fact, I got one right now that's closing. It'll probably close Monday. It was supposed to close today. But it'll most likely close Monday. And down right there, I got a memorandum on. I forgot I had the memorandum on. Like,
how long ago it was when they backed out?
Well, see, he was trying to back out. So what happens is, man, unfortunately, a lot of times, especially when you start doing, because we do Facebook marketing as well, right? So when you do Facebook marketing and like Craigslist and different things like that, of course, we got our main buyers list. But every now and then, man, we get deals, from Craigslist and Facebook. So we still do it. So the issue with that is a lot of these investors, man, that ain't got the same hustle, what they do is instead of going through you, they try to skip trace or find your buyer and go directly to your buyer.
Oh, man.
Po hustle. You get what I'm saying?
That. My first deal blew up like that. First whole.
Oh, for real?
I was gonna make like 40 grand, man. The dude backdoored me, went and told the lady what I was doing, cause I thought it was illegal really to wholesale a house and make this kind of money. I'm like, man, this shit can't be real, man.
Yeah.
The dude went and told the people, yeah, he trying to sell it to me. And I didn't know about the memorandum at the time. And so the lady backed out the deal. She said, I ain't selling to neither one of y'all. So she backed out the deal. And if I had that memorandum, man, I could have tightened up, man.
Hey, for
tighten that ass up.
You just like that. You know what I mean? So you got some people with some real whack hustle, man, and they try to, to do that. So he ended up trying to, somebody came to him, approached him, and it was one of our buyers. We found out who it was too. You know what I mean? It wasn't really like a direct buyer on our buyers list, but it was a buyer that came through Facebook. And so they was trying to backdoor us, man, and we end up working that situation out with him and let him know, that sound cool. They talking about offering you $2,000 more, but I'll be honest with you, it'll cost you a lot more to pay us to get us out of the deal, being that we already got this thing filed. I never really like go into too much detail with him. You get what I'm saying about what the memorandum is and how it worked. But I let him know basically, man, it's going to cost you a whole lot more to get us out of the picture than it will for you than what you probably gonna make in a $2,000 difference. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
and
all that stuff.
He understood that real quick. He had a quick understanding. He was like, "Nah, man, I wasn't trying to do nothing janky with y'all, man. I'm gonna keep my word. I was like, you sure is gonna keep your word. You ain't got no choice. You just don't know it."
We had a call to Jesus moment, goddamn.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he got his life together. He sure did. But yeah, so that memo is something that we use a lot of times with. And see, the only issue with this deal was we had some title issues that came up with it being a, it was a airship of affidavit.
Okay.
Right? So because it had an airship of affidavit, it took us a while to get all of the title work complete on it. Because there was multiple siblings, the dad, the mom had just passed away, the dad, so So it was a lot of time in there, you know what I mean? So by that time, he had already found out that his property was being marketed on Facebook. He knew everything, you know what I mean? The cat was out the bag, you know what I mean? And then buyers coming to him from Facebook talking about, yeah, you on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? You know, they hate me, bro. So, you know how it is, man.
Yeah.
But we ended up, matter of fact, that deal gonna be closing. He gonna close his part today, you know, at Mobile Notary. And then the rest of it gonna close Monday. So it all worked out.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
There's always something, man, in this business, man.
Always, man.
You know,
You can learn something new every day.
every day.
And all these sellers are different.
All of them, man. All of them. And everybody got an angle. You know what I mean?
Everybody. So what type of strategies are you using down there in your market? Like, are you wholesaling mainly, or you wholesaling and retailing?
So right now, man, what I'm doing is we primarily wholesale. That's all we do. Now, what I do also is I buy properties myself, right? So I buy properties, I rehab properties for myself, and then I keep them for myself. Okay. You know what I mean? So, you know, God say the same. This year, I'll probably be bought maybe about 10 properties by the end of the year. I'm about to start rehab on 4 properties that I have already. Well, no, actually, I'm closing on them probably next week sometime. And so I'm gonna start the rehab on those. 2 of them, one of them I own already. The other one is I'm doing a favor for the seller because she's giving me such a good deal on the other 2 properties.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I had already bought another one from there. I ain't gonna even start on that one till, put it like this, when it's all said and done, I'll pretty much own the majority of this entire street.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get the second. Yeah, appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be able to set my own comps. I'm gonna create the comps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on that street, you got it on lock. Wow.
Straight up. So and they own pretty much all of the property on that street. You know what I mean? But her husband passed away. You know what I mean? So, you know, she couldn't keep up with it. You know what I mean? They was already not producing no income because they was in such bad shape. So it was really just a burden on them. So not only was I able to lift that burden off of them, you know, and then I'm going to also be able to fix her house up for her. You know what I mean? I'm going to do the rehab on her house. You know what I mean? So it's just going to be a blessing all the way around. Yeah,
it's a blessing, man.
You know?
So how many properties do they have total?
Well, they had a bunch of properties, man. They had over, I want to say maybe about 11 properties. I'm not getting all 11. Yeah, I'm only getting, so I'm getting one, the big one, I already own that one. And that one right there, I'm going to throw 4 houses on that piece of property. And then I'm picking up 2 other ones. I'm picking up 2 other ones from them right now. You know what I mean? And plus, like I said, I'm going to rehab her personal property. And then I already had another one. So that'll be 4 I'm rehabbing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a blessing. How you run across that deal?
Man, marketing. See, that's why I like wholesaling so much. Because with wholesaling, I run across deals. You know what I mean? Like straight up, I run across deals that nobody else will be able to run across. You know what I mean? If I told you what I was paying for some of these deals, you probably wouldn't even believe me. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's crazy. You know?
So you got a big seminar coming up, man. Tell us a little bit about the seminar.
Oh, man,
I'm going prime time, pay-per-view.
Prime time, yeah, man. That one right there, I actually met my homie Tony the Closer. Matter of fact, I met him first time when he came down here with Max. And we ended up, you know, getting real cool, man. And we've been like homies like ever since, you know what I mean? Like we chop it up all the time. And, you know, we done a couple of deals together. Matter of fact, we just closed a $32,000 deal yesterday, you know what I mean, together. So what happens, not only do I do deals with Tony and Loopy, matter of fact, because this deal actually was with Loopy as well.
Yeah, he was telling me about y'all had a 3-piece on one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We didn't 3-piece a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? You know, but, you know, with Tony, man, it's, you know, it's just real genuine dude. You know, And he asked me to speak, and I was honored, man. I'm like, shit, yeah, man. I would love to, speak and share some of the things that I've learned, and just try to add value, man, to the community. You know what I mean? It's a blessing seeing as many Black people getting into the investment space. You know what I mean? And creating generational wealth, man. So that inspires me, and I just like being able to give back and add value. You know what I mean? So any opportunity I can get to kind of just share some of the things that I've learned and some of the things that I've done is a blessing for me. You know what I mean?
And what area are you located in?
So I'm out here in the Houston, Texas market, but we work all the way from Beaumont, you know what I mean, to the edge of Louisiana. Matter of fact, we just picked up a deal in Louisiana, in Lake Charles. So I think that one is going to be a pretty decent deal as well, all the way to Texas. And we're thinking about expanding even further all throughout Texas, a little bit of Beaumont, maybe a little bit of Louisiana, and probably expanding further out west, in the future.
This is the last question I'm going to ask you. I want you to think on this one deep. What inspires you?
Man, what inspires me, I would say, is honestly my unborn kids. That inspires me. As crazy as that sound, man, but it's like for me, I'm all about trying to leave a legacy. My family inspires me because it's like I want to, make them proud. You know what I mean? And at the same time, have something to be able to help them in a time of need. Man, I'm inspired by, honestly, the people that I feel like I can help and the way that I can add value to the world. Like that inspires me. I like being able to, because my whole thing is, if you're not useful, you're useless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just like to be able to say I made an impact on the world, whether it be small, big, whatever. I made a impact in making the world move forward. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Man of that.
Yeah, man. Straight up.
So, Byron, how can everybody get in contact with you? If somebody want to work with you down in your area, how can they get in contact with you?
I would say the best way right now is probably through IG. I'm pretty active on there. I also have a YouTube page, man, that I've just found out that's been doing pretty good, and I need to go and add some more content there as well. But I would say IG right now. You hit me up, Byron the Investor, BYRON the Investor, on IG, and the same thing on YouTube too. You know what I mean? I got two accounts. Byron the Investor, and then I got another one that's just Byron. Either way, it's gonna pull up. Both of them will come up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What about a good email? You got an email or anything?
If they need to hit me up, they can hit me up. Please don't spam my email. I get so many emails right now, man. It's ridiculous. But I would say hit me up on Byron at wonderuspropertygroup.com. That's Byron at Wonder, WONDERUSproperty.com. And I try to help you out as much as I can. You know what I mean? But the best way is to just DM me on IG. You know what I mean? And don't be hitting me with a million questions and then I look and see you ain't even following me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, you want free content, damn, listen to anything, man.
Yeah.
Haven't even liked one picture.
Ain't like one picture, but you want me to answer all your questions. You know what I'm saying? And also, you can hit me up on Byron the Investor on my website too if you want to book a private consultation. I've been doing that lately, and to be honest, it's not even about the money. It's more for me. It's like two things. If you're willing to invest in yourself, then I'm willing to invest in you. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is, man, I wish I can help everybody. Like, I wish I can, but I'm only one person, and I got a full business to run on my own. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's only so much time in the day to be doing freebies. And then some of y'all, I had one guy hit me up, wanted me to analyze a contract, and I'm like, brother, like
you're an attorney.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't no attorney, and even if I was, bro, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. You know what I mean? And if you want to, you want that much of my time, you're gonna have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it ain't like I say, it's no cap. It's just, bro, it's only so much time in the day. And I love helping people, but at the same time, it's only
It
one
gotta
me.
make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it gotta make sense,
Well, thank you so much, man. We really appreciate you. It was a pleasure interviewing you, man. I'm thinking about coming out there and see you guys out there in November,
Man, you
man.
got to, man. You got to, man. You got to shoot some content with me for my channel, man. You know what I mean? I looked up to you, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, like all them advanced strategies and stuff like that, man. It was like I was learning them joints from you, man. You, Chris Haskins, man, it's crazy. You know what I mean? I really appreciate some of the content that you done put out here already, man. That's love, man. For real,
Thanks
for real.
a lot, man.
You probably ain't know, man, but you helped me a ton. You know what I mean?
Thanks a lot, man.
Straight up.
Hey, any kind of way we can give back, man. We just, when you give it out to the universe, it come back to you, man.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
Thanks a lot, man. God bless you, man. Hey, we're going to be in touch. We're going to make us some money together.
We got to. We got to. We got to.
Peace.
All right, bro.